right now.
Right now at 10, an immigration crackdown, why a state lawmaker compares the problem to terrorism. Plus, stabbed in the back at a Metro mall, the suspect nowhere to be seen. And we're on the road at Oklahoma Baptist University tonight, a professor you can't forget. And right now we are tracking storms in Oklahoma, severe storms in the state right now. Good evening, I'm Paul Folger. Jessica is off tonight. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Rick Mitchell with the very latest. Rick?
Paul, we have severe
Our third day on the road took us to Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee. Today we kicked things off, a little competition. You know those guys, Rick Mitchell and Sports Director Bob Erzik. Took in a game against members of the championship Bison basketball team. Rick scored a couple of points, but in the end, OBU won. We also met some amazing people. Dr. Albert Chen is a professor at OBU, but he moonlights as a researcher for NASA. Right now, he and his team are studying the dust on Mars. Specifically, they're developing a technique that would allow you to flip a switch and get rid of dust. They say it could be something that is available on Earth at some point as well. Dr. Chen says the work professors do out of the classroom is important so they can stay up to date in their field.
I believe research teaching are equally important. Research kind of keep you, I call refresh.
And another person we met is really loved on the OBU campus. His name is Dr. John Williams, and he's a professor you cannot forget. He once delivered a commencement speech while using power tools. Eyewitness News 5's Brandon Byers spent some time with him. He joins us now live, and they say his greatest passion is science, Brandon.
Science, Paul, and teaching, and what a turnout we had today at OBU. And that passion he shares really with this entire community. In fact, he built what's called a natural science lab just off of campus here, and it's not just for the OBU students, it's for anyone, because Dr. McWilliams, as long as he's teaching, that's exactly what he wants to be doing.
I've always been interested in science.
In fact, there isn't much about learning that doesn't interest Dr. McWilliams. The natural science professor has made it his life's work to teach people about the Earth and its natural environment.
There's just nothing like being in nature and being able to see just how the ecosystems and the world around us is put together and how it just all works like a machine.
Dr. McWilliams is a bit of a machine himself, a teaching machine. In fact, few things make him as happy as when he's able to reach a student inside his classroom.
The light goes off and all of a sudden something that seemed impossible for them to know, all of a sudden they say, hey, it works. And that's just fascinating to me.
And it's that kind of connection that has students coming back to visit Dr. McWilliams years later. It's the legacy he hopes to leave behind.
And if students can look back and say that they understand the universe and the world around them, and maybe even spiritual things better, I think that would be a good tribute to OBU and what we're trying to do here.
He's going to leave quite a legacy behind, that is for sure. He also holds a clinic out here for local science teachers each summer, K through 12, so that they can go back in the fall and deliver that science message to their students as well. One more tidbit, Paul. Pretty interesting here. He claims to have the largest bean collection in the world. We are live from OBU tonight. Brandon Byer, Eyewitness News 5.
Okay, Brandon. Well, we had a good time out there at OBU, and we're going to be on the road again tomorrow. Let's give you the schedule. We are taking the newscast to OSU in Stillwater, and then on Friday, we're going to wrap it up in Edmond at UCO.
It was a fun day out there today, no doubt about that. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for Kingfisher and Blaine counties till 10:30. There you see the storms northwest of the metro. What we can expect overnight and for the next several days coming up.